In our last adventure, our hero was vertically live.
What should I say horizontal? They feel more comfortable or something.
Tell you. Maybe I'll watch. Alright, so I think we established that the tip, this is junk. Pretty bad. And the chip breaker is different on this end than this. That angle is not the same. So, let's see if we can bend it flat. I'll show you how unflat it is. How much gap that is. Anyways, pretty severe. Let's get a pair of pliers. Oh, it's not flat. I wanna make you swallow fly. She swallowed fly. So try to see if we can get this bend back very subtly. See what we got. Nope. Some movement there. Some movement there. Still not anything like flat. We're better than we were. We got that gap. That's no good, my friend. So we're gonna get that gap out of there. That's what we're gonna do. Once we get this angle consistent across the face, I'm just gonna have to do some scrub-a-dubbing. Get that motor scooter right. Not flat.
A few hundred years later.
Now, for those of you panicking, I don't know if I'm damaging this or not, but I do know it's useless this way, so. Just some gentle love taps. See if we're getting anywhere with this thing. Now, I'm touching on both ends and I look relatively good across the top. So what I'm gonna do is call that not done, but close enough to work on the next stage of what I do to it, which people are not gonna like. I already know it. People are gonna say he does not know what he's doing. He's an amateur. This guy sucks. They would be right. They would be right. So, I'm gonna do some amateur business real quick. Because I'm an amateur. Because this thing is bad, and we're gonna have to get some metal off of it. And we need it good. It might make a little. We'll just eyeball it. Because why not? Have we gotten flat? Let's see. Let's see. They're definitely better. I see some light in there. But we're definitely better. Fire in the hole. Keep getting close to where it goes. Keep getting close to where it goes. Alright. So this is a chip breaker for this cheap, no brand, no name plane that I got with a box of planes. Fortunate enough to find on Fretbook Marketface. think I like it. I think I'm getting close. So now I gotta cut that bevel back on this blunt and a mug right now. So we're gonna cut that bevel on. I know this is not the right way. If I was a real woodworker, I would be working this wood better. I'd be doing it like you. Oh no, I'm not making knives. I'm trying to sharpen the chip breaker and the blade on this. Looks like a number 4 plane, but I don't see any labeling, the name, branding, or anything like that on it. And it's cutting spaghetti right now, so we got to do better than that. It's got a lot of pretty apparent problems. But I'm going to work on this chip breaker first because it was all warpy. And now I've got to get this blade back sharp now that we've got it back flat. Sharp-ish, anyway. Yes, in the comments, listen to your mothers, wear eye protection. Don't make the same mistakes that I did with your life. Ugh. Now when I put these together, I do not see slivers of light in betwixt. Quite fascinating. Quite fascinating. However, this thing is trash only. Ugh. You can't just sharpen that out. You gotta take those chips down. And I think you know how I'm gonna do it. I think you know. Stop the daggone presses. Stop the presses. Did we burn through? Oh no, this is dirt. Yeah. That's sharpenable. Oh, well done, mate. Let's check and see if it's square. I got a fly sitting on a chip breaker right now. I am going to assassinate him. Ugh. Got him. All day, every day. That's what you do. I don't know what's going to happen right now. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, snap. Another. That might be the same fly. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Strike down with furious anger. Those who attempt to destroy my brothers.
Oh, I got him. Yuck.
Sorry I had to Pulp Fiction you, bro. But on a good note, you've been reincarnated. And you come back with a beautiful dragonfly. I'm here singing Bee Gees to y'all. I got 5 likes. My man Joe. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Alright. But if you're just chilling, you don't want to reach over and push your thumb up against the other side, I'm cool with that too. No pressure here, baby. No pressure here. Just living my life, doing it what I love anyway. But if you do so happen to give a poop, I'm down with that too. So now, same thing as with the chisels. We look for light. If we don't see it, we know we've got the proper angle. I'm gonna tell you right now. Ooh, it's good. You know it sounds like that. That's how rough chisel sounds. Of course we'll fix it. That's what we're here for. Attempt to fix it. Yo, I appreciate all 182 of y'all being in here. 5 of y'all are my favorites. 5 of y'all who found that triple dot in the upper right hand corner of your cell phone and was like, oh snap, I didn't know that's where the electric thing was. Drop down the menu and bam, thumbs up and mine. This ain't what I need for my lectures. I'm here to see the truth about a chisel. I'm gonna squeak this up just a hair. I'm getting mostly my action on the backside of the blade, which means probably quick shift forward just a hair. Catch that angle just a little bit better. See, you have to have precision and vision. Some bite. I don't think they bite me. I don't think they bite me. This is the 400 grit Amazon Basic Stone. This is mostly what I sharpen with. Amazon Basics kit. See how we look. We're still not there with the head, right? There are more aggressive ways to get there, but we're going to try this for a little while. first. See if we can try to be civilized woodsmen. I appreciate everyone of you that came through. Thank you for the life. I appreciate it. What's going on, the funk? What you know good? Thanks for dropping by. We are getting closer. We are inching up, or millimetering up, towards the edge of that blade, and that's where we're headed, and that's where we want to be. Don't be patient about it, though. We're getting there, slow but shallow. No doubt about it. Got rained out again today. I'm closer, but I'm not there yet. So we gotta stay on this 400 grit until we get flat across. Because otherwise, no use in polishing the underside of the blade. We want to get to the tip of the blade. You can put your own little corny, gross jokes in there. Getting there, we're about halfway now, I would say. With a reasonable Westernation. We want the fun. Gotta have the fun. We want the fun. We want the fun. Future root. It's about time. Clean our machine. Clean our machine. And I'll feel the steam come right back. Steam off my fur. I'll get some fur. Clean off my skin. Do my water. And bang off my love. Hey, I got another like. Alright, big 7. It's a lucky number for some. They say 7 is a lucky number. Yes, it is. It's a lucky number. 44. I don't know what the words are. Too much. Hey, you got a thumbs up and a little heart thing over there you can push to. You can make a little smiley face. Yes, we can do that. Man, if y'all are in Atlanta, some of y'all probably still in traffic, man. Some of y'all are probably still in traffic. This city's traffic is crazy. the shelf off, my jerk.
Yeah, no. Shopping is coming. The day of shopping. Shopping at Thomas.
Here, you're gonna sound a little rough again. And then it's gonna smooth right on out. What? That's what we're doing, baby. We're removing friction. We're removing friction. And you get the blade to a point in which it is both hydro and aerodynamic. For sure, we'll cut a slice of wood, baby. Closer. Can't give up. All we gotta do. Biting me. Wow. We are nearing that edge. Ever so slowly. Ever so. Verse 3. This is the funky line from the HPI showing suckers like Moses. Try to stay tuned. Step. See that little hollow I'm getting? Starting here. But we gotta get down to it and I gotta flatten that. We don't want carbon. Through our boot. Scotch bar. Treated. Flattening stone. That's to keep this surface flat so that doesn't carve in or walk. Mm-hmm. Seven of you like me, and I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. I hope I didn't get bit by something. I want to get into something. Isopropyl alcohol. almost there. We're nearing the edge. There, girl. Don't grab chisel. Oh, not chisel. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got another light.
Got another light, got another light, got another light, got another light.
Hey, that's enough to fill our lives with love. What's going on, Flossie? How you doing? How you doing? I am in here, bro. Trying to put this no-name brand chisel together. And it has been a task, I'll tell you. All I wanted to do is have one. Thanks for asking. We are sharpening the bejesus out of these two. So you can see if we can get an old cheap plain back Sharpie and usable. We're almost there. Oh snap, 9 likes in the building. Yay, baby. Every time I get a like, I'm gonna reference an old hip hop song. There was a rap artist called Nine in the 90s. He had a song called What You Want. What you want? Fat beats for my rhymes. What you want? Bad clips for my nines. What you want? Real posse in the name of the life and I in need. That was the song. Oh, where did I get this? I got that on, you can find them all over, but I got this one on Temu. Like it was one of the first things I actually ended up getting for this woodworking portion of the shop. It's $3. But you can get them on Amazon. It's just a little sharpening jig. So, a little wheel there. Got a little vise here. It grabs, chisel, and find your angle. And once you do, the hard part is over. It's a matter of time. I got 11 likes. There was a group in College Park back in the early 2000s who had a song called Blankety Blank the 12. Because in Atlanta, we call law enforcement 12, referencing the 70s TV show Adam 12. And his song would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blankety blank to 12. So he never said 11. Makes sense. But in terms of likes, I got 11 likes. I got a, is that a baker's dozen or is a baker's dozen 13? I can't remember. How long does it take to sharpen something like this? Generally not this long. Why this is taking quite a while is because I had to re-angle this blade. It was all chipped across the top, and you have to get it flat, so you have to cut it down to the lowest point of the chips, and then you re-establish the blade. And that's what I'm doing now, which is why I've been on my most coarse stone so long, relatively speaking, a good maybe 20 minutes now. But as soon as that blade is established, that edge, then I can immediately move up in grit, and then not very long at all. Maybe 5-6 minutes, something like that, total. But see, as I get shinier and shinier towards that edge, it's the places that are not shiny, that are not getting hit yet. And they'd be right there, and they'd be right there. But that means most of our surface is getting covered. That means we're close to done with this part of it. We keep our stone moist and our debris off of it. And that water, it's going to keep the stone and the metal cool, but it's also going to keep the shavings away from our blade as we go, because we don't want to just be rolling right back and forth over tiny little micro pieces of metal. I got 12 likes, 12 likes. All I need is 12 likes, 12 likes. All I need is 12 likes, 12 likes. And I got him.
And I got him.
Little, little.
Yes, I got him.
Yes, I got him. 12 likes. 12 likes, 12 likes, 12 likes. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, look at that. It's starting to get there. It's starting to get there. And you can kind of hear it when it starts to get the pitch changes in the sharpening. Yo, Lucas. What up? Now that we are, sounds good. We get a little bit more aggressive for a second. And then, don't tell me, is it right? Is it good? Is it good? Don't! We're close. We're nearing the promised land.
Crazy. Crazy thing.
Wet sharpening is messy. Like, you gotta have a space for it that can handle it. Yeah, it can be messy. However, I do. It's cheaper. Definitely it's cheaper. And it does the job. But like oil and diamond plates do pretty well too. My diamond plates are not very expensive. It's, you know, in diamonds, that's somewhat of an indicator of value. So I prefer these, I think. Who knows? Once I get some of that monetization money, and maybe I can get some nice oil blades. That's what I'm hoping, is just to spend money on stuff on the channel that I don't want to spend my own money on, you know? But I don't have to. That would be fantastic. And I guess technically that'd be my own money. I guess we're close. We still got that little void right in the middle. So what you Holmes? Oh snap. Hey James, how you doing? Oh, it's so close. Each time I'm slightly disappointed. I won't even front. I'm like, this is gonna be it. But then it don't be it. And then I feel like I let you down. That's why I got 19 likes. Because 122 of y'all are disappointed. That's my fault. That's on me. Somebody hit that button. I appreciate wherever you were. Thank you. Shout yourself out if you want. How can I tell if you're sharpening? Okay. That's an excellent question. And you see these shiny bits? And if you'll notice, right there, it's a little dip in the shine. Right there, see it? I need that shine to go all the way to the end, then I'll know that that's flat all the way on this end, and I'm sure I'm flat on this end, and that'll guarantee me an established blade there. But right now I've got that little hollow, and if I were to cut with this, it would slice out a little gouge in the middle of the wood. So we have to get down to the bottom of that so that we can have a healthy blade with a healthy cut. This water's starting to run to my bench and embarrass me. Dad, we've had this talk. Alright, here we go. So once we get all the way across, like I said, it's a lot less time. You could even stop there and probably use it and have a decent edge. But we want a sharp edge so that we can get the most performance for the longest period of time. We have no idea the quality of this particular tool. Thanks, Flossie. I'm here shouting me out and telling people to hit the right man. Look, I'll give you a job. I know you got plenty to do. I know you got stuff to take care of at the house. I'm just gonna have to employ you as a moderator for just a short period of time. Because I need police in here from occasion to occasion. Yeah. Get out of here. I am applying a little pressure, not much. The majority of my effort is just to keep direct contact on the stone. These can gouge if you put too much pressure, so I don't want to do that. And gouging is going to damage the stone and potentially the blade. And I want both flat. So I am going to be mindful about the pressure. I appreciate whatever likes I'm getting, and I appreciate the peeps in the chat encouraging and helping the boy out. So ever on both sides? Yes. Even all the way across on the back side of the plane, blade is going to be flat. We want it dead flat. But we want this angle, and I believe that's a 25 degree. I could be wrong. But we want that just a perfect slicer across there. We don't want any changes in that part of the plane, or else that's just going to affect how we're going to be able to shave wood. I think it's more number of passes than anything that determines how quickly that material comes out. This is still a relatively soft stone compared to the metal itself, but it's too close for me to put harsh grit sandpaper on. I wouldn't feel comfortable. I'm almost there. I'm almost tempted to go without it, but I'm not. I may be close to put on my micro bevel though and see if that works. Let's try that. I'm gonna do a micro anyway. And we're just gonna slide this jig forward a little bit. Make sure we're flat. Tight. And now we're gonna establish a new little bevel on the very end. Tippity top. Hear how it sounds rough again? That's because we're establishing a new edge. It'll soften up here in a second. And when it does, then we can check that edge. I'm also watching how the shavings come off in the water here and what patterns that I'm getting when I'm pressing. Am I getting more on the left and right than I am in the middle? Yes. Back to that residual from before? Who knows? It does mean I'm getting some material off and I'm getting closer to one complete edge here. And I think we are all the way across that edge right now. So, clean our stone. Show you what I mean. See a little glistener at the top. The very tippity top. I'm gonna hit that. Thanks for those likes. Likes, likes. Likes, likes. Likes, likes. Oh, you give me likes. I remember that from the movie Life. Man. We have gotten smoother in our sound. You hear it? Now we're hearing that wheel just as much as we're hearing the pressure. Because once we get a smoother blade, there's less friction. That sounds different. Right? Now we're going to bump up to the 1000 grit this side. I'm going to make a couple passes on it so we feel good about how it sounds, how it feels. I mean, and once that thing just kind of slipping across there, you know you're there almost. Then we flip over, flat. We're not doing the same extreme motions now. We're just moving this flat blade across the back side so that we can get the burr off of it. Because we don't want to roll over that burr. And now we're up to the 3000 grit. See, it goes faster once you get an edge established. $29 likes. I appreciate that. I got 29 likes and a Rap Patrol's on Rap Patrol, something else. Oh. Got silent again, it got quiet. You hear it? You ready for the big boys? The 8000 grit. This grit don't get it. And it ain't meant to be get. Get it? Shows it got it. Oh yeah, next time I try the restoration heat through the heat gun, I switch stones because I'm going up higher in grit. The higher you go in the grit, the finer the finish. So we want to get all the way up to a fine finish that needs a sharp detailing edge. And that's what we want. Yeah, I actually did that heat gun, did use the heat gun. I did it off camera when I first started getting that stuff peeled. We kept getting rain. We've been getting rain for about 2 weeks in Atlanta, pretty doggone consistently. And that hasn't allowed me to get on that job and be on it every day. So today I had a little break in the rain and I ran out there to work on it. And because it was wet, it actually helps get the rest of that paint chipping off of there. Well, I really don't have to use much heat. But heat gun is definitely a way to get paint off, for sure. I appreciate you dropping by to let the chat know. Oh, this is where we're at. I think we've got a nice edge here. Let's check it. The way all the fine craftsmen check their blades. Paper! But before. Let's go ahead and get some stropping now. 31 likes. 31 likes, 31 flavors, 31 peoples, 22 neighbors. Everybody want a hero, nothing can save us. Biz Markie left this place catching vapors. Everybody feeling so safe, they wanna hate us. Everybody wanna go run away, they need saviors. Alright, here we go. I'm so happy with what the strap does, I'm telling you. It helps so much in this process. This is polishing the blade, which is just micro sharpening. And this is the wax that I'm using on the strap to get this glistening edge. Wait, there it is. Glistening.
That's what we want out of power. Blade.
We need something. Maybe some wood.
Alright. This is the wood we were trying to plane with on before and it wouldn't do it. Let's just see if the blade itself is sharp. It's freaking sharp. It's the, oh! 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 It's so good! Okay. I don't even care about these lights. I'm so happy about this blade. Okay, that's a good blade. Let's put it next to our chip breaker that we also had to rebuild and see if we get some tightness between them. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, let's give it a shot, y'all. As Jesse would say. Give it a shot, y'all. Mr. White. I always felt like Jesse on what was the name of that show? I got an edge, no daylight, Mike. We established the edge on the blade and the chip breaker. Uh-oh. 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 Spoke too soon, bud. When I got them together and put the screw in, I don't know if you can see that. We got a gap. We got a gap. So I have to adjust this chip breaker. We already established that it was twisted a little bit. I thought I'd gotten it out. Apparently I did not in its entirety. So, let's see mechanically what we need to do. This is the high end, so this needs to tilt. Let's see what we got. Sign her up. What, children? I can't tell which is bent. I am super close, but I can still see daylight. And it almost feels like it's in the bend. Like I might need to roll it. Lap it? What do you mean by lap it? I'm not exactly sure what that means. Makes sense to be close to when you're stone, don't bend it. Oh, the blade? The chip breaker, you mean? Alright. Lobbing it on the stones. Alright. Makes sense, buddy. Don't be in here embarrassing me. Just kidding. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. I'm joking. You know that. What's good, TJ? Got all the superstars in here today. And I got 2 more likes since I last looked up at the stream. So I'm not mad. No. Let us see what we have accomplished this day. God dang it, Mike, did you save the day over here? Did you save the freaking day right now? Let me tighten this up. Let me tighten this up before I get too excited. Definitely better, definitely not done. Straight is just bent. Don't know why that's bent. It's gonna take a lot more lapping though. And I'm gonna have to give it some angle because we're definitely tilting. I don't know what to do about that. Never encountered this problem. Mike is dope. Mike is a brilliant mind. I recognized that immediately when I saw his channel. The thinking man. I appreciate that. Now if this don't do it, I'm gonna have to swap it up and make everybody mad at me and put this thing on some sandpaper. I'll do it. Don't you test me. I'll do it. Get in there. That was says to soak the metal. Have you ever just painted it on? My piece is too big to submerge. I have done that. The Evapor Rust, I have just wipe something, put gloves on, you know, submerge as much as you can and just keep it moist with it. But there are lots of little, you know, you can even use like mesh sandpaper and use it while you got the evaporust on there, and it seems like it works pretty good. Oh my gosh. There's just an ever so slightest little opening on this end right here. And I cannot tell if it's a blade or if it's a chip breaker. A little bit. I don't know that I trust this put together. Without that, but we're gonna see. Where's the lever cap? You say you have a lever. Where the Captain Morgan is my lever cap? Dang it. Oh, right here. Now this thing is crazy hard. Even before it's on here. Don't make the chip breaker double flat against the blade. Give it a little angle so that the very front edge is always touching. Oh, that's a good idea. Not that I know how to do it. Alright. This is a weird little chisel. I mean, little blade. Here's the weird thing about this. At the maximum that this chip breaker will go in, it seems to stop. Right there. That's not bad. That's not bad. And that lever cap with a lot of pressure. I don't know what I'm going to put some pressure on. It's a lot of it. Let's see if this butter cutter will do something. All right, let's see what we got. First thing out. Ugh. Beautiful. be the finest, wispiest, see-throughest ribbons that I have ever floated. Look at that. It floated away. We got 38 likes. And I'm cutting tissue paper off this no-name, brandless mystery, bent up, rusted out, chipped blade. This is dope. This is dope. It's got some little sticker on it. I think I can take the sticker off now. I think I'm official enough that I can pull the sticker. But what's wild is I still have zero idea what the brand of this is. There's no markings that tell me that. And I am just blown away that I was able to get those kind of results. Out of the 6 planes that I own, or maybe 8 if you count the little Japanese ones. But all 6 of these bigger planes are Stanleys, or number 4 Stanley replicas like this one. But this one did as good as the Stanley, and I'm extremely surprised. This is plastic handles and everything. Look, there's no marking on the you know what I'm saying? There's no marking on the sole of this thing. There's like bumps here, but it doesn't say anything. But that turned out to be a good plane. I don't know. It's from the freight. Are you kidding me? Plastic seam, yeah, definitely. Front and back. Wow. I'm blown away. I was all prepared to be a complete Stanley snob. And now Harbor Freight has just got me in a chokehold, man. Even my used vintage, bought it off of Facebook fart place, are good. And so, like, that's just right in line with who I am. I'm down with all that. Now, I got these others up here. At the same time I got this one, I use my bench as a stoop. On the working side. Now this Book Brothers, that's gonna need some work. So maybe I'll get to that one too. I got this in that same group. I got this one. And this one. This is a Craftsman. I did sharpen it. I did get it decent. It's got to be better. But of course, Stanley. But this is the American. This is the English version. Both of these do great. And this is another Stanley that I started getting together but have not finished. But it does work. I am really excited about that. That is a win for me. And I had no idea that that was going to be that good a job. I'm thrilled. So what I'm going to do now is go watch some junk on the boob tube with my kids and see if my old lady will forgive me for calling her an old lady. And maybe come back and work on this Buck Brothers. See if I can get it together. That'll be a task. That's all rusty. Not too bad though. The others were worse. The others were worse. This one's painted though. Either way, man, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. You got jack plane, scrub plane, couple. What's a jet plane? But I am gonna dip out. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Shout outs to you. Thank you, Mike, again for coming to hang out and giving us a little education in here. We needed it for sure. So, salute, peace. Buzz does it.